Hey, it's Spence C. It's January the 22nd, another one of these daily videos, and today's theme is, can a Google business profile really help you get more gigs, especially if you're over 40 or 50? Well, by the end of the video, I'll be letting you know 3 reasons why they can. But before we get into all that, please like this video, like the channel, and comment down below GBP. It's good for the algorithm. It lets Google know what we're talking about. And also feel free to subscribe. I'm building this channel from pretty much zero to as big as it will go. So watch me grow, join with me, and you'll know 2025 for me is the year of consistency, which is why I'm uploading daily on YouTube. I might even go twice daily, who knows? Let's see if we can get some time. So but before we do all that, you'll know, if you've been tuning into these videos, that hydration is very important, especially in your middle age. If you're over 50 particularly, you need to stay very hydrated. Now, I'm here in sunny California, which means obviously is even more reason to stay hydrated because it's warmer and you're going to sweat more. So today I'm going to opt for a litre of coconut water, organic coconut water. Ooh, get me. So if you want to join with me, hit the pause button, go and get your drink, come back, press play. Let's do this together. Here we go. Gosh, this stuff is so delicious. It's full of like electrolytes and just good stuff. And it's actually very quenching. You know, when you drink water, sometimes you still feel thirsty. This is just quenches the shit out of your mouth. Oh, you're nearly there. It's hard to get every bit out of these kind of these packs in it. Anyway, that'll do. So, without further ado, can you really get more gigs using the Google Business Profile? Well, I will tell you 3 reasons why that is possible. So, the first reason is that despite what you've heard about AI taking over SEO and people just turning to ChatGPT now to get their information, whilst that is true, it's never going to replace local SEO. And what I mean by that is, if you go onto the internet and you're searching for local musician, local wedding musician, local DJ, local guitar school, musicians near me, anything like that, it's still going to activate, it's still going to trawl, and it's still going to pick out the Google Business Profiles. And so if you are active on a Google Business Profile, then you will get into the map pack, into the top 3, and you will come up on local searches, because people will still use Google for local searches despite what you've heard about AI taking over. That's going to take a long time to make any kind of difference to the way people search locally. Now, the second reason is that we are in a very consumer-centric society. And what I mean by that is, back in the day, everything was done. The customer is, customer's always right, of course, but there was a lot of the retailer or the customer, the business had a lot of power, because customers' opinions weren't really accessible. So it was very hard, unless unless word of mouth, obviously, was very powerful. But other than that, you couldn't really access other people's opinions globally. But now you can. So the customer and the consumer has a lot of power. So when you go onto a Google Business Profile and you see the reviews, and these are all customer-generated reviews, that is very powerful. Having that kind of social proof is very powerful, and everyone's led by that, whether you admit it or not. I definitely am. When I go to buy anything, let's say I'll go on Amazon, and you're kind of shopping, but you've got so many different options in each kind of thing you buy. Let's say coconut water, for example. You could go online and say, coconut water, and there's probably about 10 or 12 different coconut waters. Which one do you go for? Well, of course, you could be governed by price. That's one thing. But let's say they're all kind of pretty much the same price, give or take $1 or $2. Well, then what? Well, then you go reviews, aren't you? You're going to look at the average person. What do they say about it? And if it comes out at like high, 4.5 upwards, then you're more likely to go with that than a 3.5. That's just psychology. That's just human nature, right? So if you're going to get lots of 4.5 upwards reviews, then you are naturally going to be booked ahead of people who got, i.e. like no Google Business Profile, or one with very few reviews, or one with lots of reviews but poor reviews. So that's another reason why they are good to have, and it's good to be on Google as a musician, as an artist even. And the third reason is that the Google Business Profile is effectively like an organic website. Only it's free. So when you go on there, when you see the pictures, you see a phone number, you see an address, you see the featured thing, you see the about, you see and now you can upload inventory on there if you're a store, or you can do special offers. You can do all kinds of things. Upload video. You can obviously connect to other links and reviews, of course. So it basically acts like a website, but because it is created by Google and it's embedded in Google, its SEO is automatically more impressive than if you were setting up a website yourself. It favors Google Business Profiles, is what I'm saying. So already you've got a great chance to be more visible if you're using your Google Business Profile as a website, and you can do that. Now, before that, they used to actually include a free website with it. They don't do that anymore, but you don't kind of need that at this level. If you're a musician, let's say you are a guitarist and you're doing weddings, that's just one example of many I could use. So you would use keywords like you would in a website, but you just pack your thing with keywords naturally, obviously not overstuffing it. And you would try and rank for wedding guitarist in Swansea. Now that's random, isn't it? Or even better, like a borough of Swansea, or a town, or a smaller town. So obviously, if you're going for like big cities, let's use London as a better example. Wedding guitarist in London. Now there's going to be a lot of competition for that because there's going to be a lot of musicians in London. But if you said wedding guitarist in Alexander Palace, which is a kind of a borough of London, then you're going to rank higher. You're going to easily rank more easily for that keyword because you're competing with less people. So it's very easy to get more visible using the Google Business Profile. So there's three sort of good reasons to get on Google Business, to start your Google Business Profile. And I'll give you a bonus one. Musicians, particularly music businesses and musicians, you'll find that a lot of them aren't even on there. And if they are on there, then their profiles are very unoptimized. So they'll just have a standard picture on there. They'll probably have 1 or 2 reviews which probably have been given by their friends like 3 years ago. And there's very little information on there. There's very little to make you go, oh, I want to know more about this. Oh, I'm going to give this guy a call. It's very vague. And so, in other words, you may as well not be on there if you're going to just put the bare minimum on there. And so you're competing. It's a very low the bar is set very low at the moment for musicians on Google Business Profiles and music businesses even. So the opportunity is there now, and it might not always be like that, because I'm preaching this. I'm preaching the word, and I'm growing, not just here, but on LinkedIn. You can get me on LinkedIn. All the links will be down below. Now, I know because this is a very young channel that it won't let me display the links. So the best way to do it is if you're interested in my services, if you're interested in knowing more about Google Business Profiles and how I can help you get it set up and get it optimized very quickly, then you comment GBP Google Business Profile in the comment down below. That also helps the algorithm go, oh, they're talking about GBP, and it'll push it to more people who are looking to get Google Business Profiles. Understand? Capiche? Good. So I think that's all I've got to say about that today. Hope you are all well, and like I say, please feel free to like the video, share it with someone who you think would value this. Like I say, I'm aiming this at musicians, artists, music business people who are predominantly over 50, like me. So you'll be speaking my language. If you were born in the 70s, then it's right here. This is where you need to be. So do all that, subscribe, and like I say, comment GBP. It's very important to keep that going. It helps grow the channel, and as you can see, it's growing very slowly. And you hear all this stuff on YouTube all the time. Oh, YouTube's on easy mode. That people are getting monetized in like 60 days. People are getting like 10,000 views. But that's not my experience, and the reason is because I'm not solely talking about YouTube. I'm going off on a tangent here. Beware. So basically, if I started talking all about YouTube and how to optimize it and all that kind of stuff, then I would get a lot more views because it's promoting YouTube, and of course YouTube is going to push that more. What I'm doing is talking to 50-year-old musicians, and so that's quite niche, so I'm not going to get as much love from YouTube at the moment. But everything I can do to help, everything you can do to help the channel is commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. That will help stimulate it, helps it grow. All right, so thanks for listening. Hope you're well, and remember, rejection is just correction, ridicule is fuel, and resilience leads to brilliance. See you tomorrow.